say, why are you doing that right now? I just want to chit chat. Let me tell you, as many videos as I've been watching, I have been taking everything in. But I have taken so much in, and some of the best videos have been the videos that I have watched when people are just talking, doing regular life. So I don't know if you like that. I don't know if you've ever watched videos like that, but I'm giving this to you because it really makes it easier for me to just kind of sit and chit chat. So now I just want to talk. It's not. It's kind of like it's regret or a sadness that I feel with some of the comments and some of the things that I see going on in this world. I am so confused, not confused, just saddened by how we treat each other in this country. Not just in this country, but around the world. Like I sit and I'll have on and listen to the governor of Ohio do his daily report, daily update. And then running alongside are the live comments, scrolling. And I get it, everyone is entitled to their opinion, but it is so striking just how angry people are, where they put their focus, the fact that people, you don't have to believe the science, you don't have to believe anything. You can just believe whatever you want to believe, but just the level of, I don't know, it just seems like people are easily led in one direction where you can do your own research, you can open a book, you can go on online libraries, you can think about it. I mean, what is the point? What was the point of us even going to school and college and learn the little bit that most of us did learn about science, and be so close-minded to anything scientific? I just wonder, like, are the people who totally dismissing the scientists, do they go to doctors? Maybe they don't go to doctors. I mean, and that's fine. Believe me, I had a time period, because I've had health conditions off and on in my life, starting probably my early 30s, where I was consistently having to go to a doctor. And because of an ongoing health condition, I had times where I wanted to believe, no, I don't need that medication. My faith, I don't need the medication. And I can honestly say that half taking it or skipping certain things, feeling like I didn't need it, is why some of the issues that I have now are probably what they are. My faith plus works can make me a better and healthier person. Now, again, let me go back to doctors. Some of these people, this is my opinion, and I'm entitled, just like people are entitled to their opinion, but some of the ones that are adamant that this is all a lie, all a hoax, they said the numbers were going to be this, that, and the other, do they not put two and two together that some of the social distancing that has occurred is the very reason why we have been able to mitigate this situation? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't understand. And you know what? You don't have to believe anything. It's up to you. But the anger and the nastiness and just the words used on people, it makes me sad days when I watch that. So there are some days that I just kind of sit back and I just put it to the side. But then I can only do that for so long, because I have to be informed, and I take that information and I use it to the best of my ability. So, anyway, um, much more to talk about. And one thing I also want to talk about is our stay-at-home orders that are soon to be lifted. Um, we're going to have changes in our stay-at-home order in Ohio, which I'm okay with. It's May the 1st. And I can tell by the measured way Governor DeWine is putting out his message. I don't think it's a all or nothing. We're opening the gates and we're gonna all run out willy nilly. No, I can see that there is a measured approach. So to me, that makes perfect sense. I don't know what it's going to be. With that said, right before our governor said that about the plans for Ohio, and again, I'm watching daily for him to give us little nuggets every day. He has not flat out said, because he's meeting every day with a team, a task force, other governors, previous Ohio governors, medical experts, business leaders, constantly to try to make the right decision for our state. Okay. But then I saw the Atlanta, not the Atlanta, let me rewind. I say Atlanta because I got a lot of family down in the Atlanta area. But the governor of Georgia kicked the gates open, and it seems so interesting that he specifically said that barber shops, beauty shops, massage businesses, and gyms, I can't remember what else, they can open on Friday. That is 2 days from now. And then Monday, he listed the other businesses that can open. And the first thing I thought when I saw that, I said, oh, you gonna make sure everyone is looking fly, feeling good, got a little bit of gym time, feeling relaxed in their body because for their massage, and then they can go on out into the world. And I just, again, I would not be telling the truth if I said that I listened to everything he said. I just know that I specifically heard from some of the mayors who specifically said he never discussed with them what his announcement was going to be before he announced it. They heard about it when it was announced. And in addition to that, he hadn't talked to them a couple of days even after he made his decision, to the mayors of the state. He hadn't even had discussions with them. He just made the announcement, and his ruling supersedes any ruling that they could put in place. So what these mayors are doing is that they said they're going to use the power of their voice and tell their constituents, please continue to social distance. Please use your best practices. I watched my social media after his announcement, people going live, people posting their concerns, people wondering why this decision was made, how was it made, where is the science involved, where are the limitations within the decision. Well, we're going to have to be smart about things, everyone. We have to use the brains that God gave us, and just be smart about things. That's what we're going to have to do. We have leaders, but we are the leaders within our lives. God created us in his image, and we need to go to him. We need to pray and seek that guidance and use wisdom in everything that we do. I get it that people make decisions that they don't want to social distance. They don't have to. It's up to them. People make up their minds they don't want to wear masks. Do what you feel. But when you don't wear a mask to protest, then I'm wondering, what are you using for your decision making? Who are you trying to do this for? If you are personally doing this for your own health because this is, or just because your convictions say, I just don't want it, I don't think it's necessary, that is fine. But if you are doing it to prove a point for someone else who, number one, he doesn't see us, he doesn't know us, and I'm concerned about the agenda at hand, all I can say is God help us. Okay, so this is a longer video than I intended for it to be, and I just been rattling. I did kind of pat my hair down a little. Anyway, that's why I like this venue of YouTube. But anyway, getting on to my next subject. So my next subject is, it's something that I know, even though it comes naturally for me to try to see a glass half full, that's just how I roll. But I have to be quite honest. Being positive all the time is not realistic. That's my pause. You know what my pauses mean? My pauses mean like, amen. I know somebody throwing their hands up like, amen, Deidre, it's about time you figured it out. And maybe, I don't know if my messages that I give on my videos would have you think, or maybe I am conveying the message that we should do everything we can do to be positive at all times. I think it's something to strive for, but it's just not realistic. It's not realistic that we will not be sad at times, that we will not be angry, that it's not realistic to believe or to believe that we will never have a negative thought or feeling or be in a negative space. When I look back over the last year of my life, I can say that I have had some very dark moments, some very sad times. I have been in some spaces in my head, in my mind, in my heart that have been difficult. So I don't want my channel to ever be confused or to confuse anyone into believing or thinking that you can and should always put on a happy face. The reason I say that is because if you are sad, or if you're hurting, or if something is going on with you, and then you try to coat it or plaster it or paint it up with a happy face, you may not be dealing with something that needs to be dealt with on a spiritual level, on an emotional level, and on a physical level, on a level which needs some deep diving in. There are some things that you probably need to be taken care of, and I believe that sometimes those feelings of pain is our body or our spirit's way of knowing that something needs to be dealt with. So I don't want to convey the wrong message. Now, again, I'm on a path, I'm on a journey, I'm figuring and understanding some of these things out for myself. I'm just another voice out here. I'm no better or no different than you. I'm just telling you some things that I've come to realize. Now, I can't stew and stay stirred up. I know that I always have to kind of strive and try to figure out a way to get back to a peace, but I just feel like I have to say that being positive all the time is not realistic. That's my opinion. Now, if you got a thought on that, you can post below, say something below, not say something, doesn't matter. Just contemplate on it, kind of mull it over in your mind. So that's one thing I wanted to convey and say in my message for the my little update. With that said, these are times that I feel like, look, we got people out here that are caught between a rock and a hard place. People who, some can't go to work, have no way of earning a living from maybe what they're used to earning a living from, cannot, let me say, have applied to, and cannot get approved for unemployment. And maybe they're in a situation where they don't have a spouse or a roommate or a family member or girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever their living situation is. They may have someone who lives with them who also is in the same boat. This is hard. This is not an easy fix. We got a health crisis, a public health crisis, and an economic crisis. The economic crisis is sending people over the edge as well. This is why governors and elected officials on every level, higher and lower, know that they have to open things up to an extent. So I think that we all have to find a balance in this to understand what's going on. Like, for example, I can work from home. My daughter can work from home. My son can work from home. That's not usual for many, many families. And a lot of us who are able and blessed at this point who can work from home, I don't think we are really, really feeling the pain of those who cannot work from home, whose businesses have been shut down, or whose jobs say, I gotta cut you now because we can no longer afford you. I don't think, and that they're trying to get unemployment or some type of assistance and can't get it. I don't really think that we are all feeling their pain. Even some of the stylists who I think, and barbers who I have to honestly say, the way they've been putting a lot of stuff out on Facebook, I really don't understand why, because you are playing with your license. But I also at the exact same time understand that a lot of them have no way of making money and they got families to feed. So this is not easy. So I think that a lot of prayer is needed. Harsh words are not, but that's my opinion, and I got a right to it, just like everyone has a right to their opinion. So anyway, I'm just checking in. I feel like today's video may be a little heavy, but I'm just sharing where I am today. I think this is video number 4 for me, giving a little update on how I'm dealing and doing during this worldwide pandemic. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all are staying healthy. I hope that your families are striving and being strengthened, and that you're close enough to someone to talk to, that you can check on, and I hope someone's checking on you, seeing how you're doing. I pray that anyone under the sound of my voice receives a healthy healing and a blessing. I ask that you all remember who your Creator, God our Father, is, and that you look up to Him and seek help in your time of need. We can't do this by ourselves. We can't do this by ourselves. We have to look to our Creator. We are made in His image. We cannot do this by ourselves, and we can't forget who we belong to. So I just thank you again for stopping by. Though my heart feels a little heavy and my body feels weak at times, I'm going to still strive to be happy and thankful. And again, I'm going to encourage you to also be happy.